Hello warriors, I welcome you all to the ATP Warriors platform where we rise with the knowledge and humanity. So our today's topic is environmental problems from the TPA syllabus. So we are going to divide this topic in four parts. In the very first part we are going to discuss five problems on environment, and in later part we are going to discuss latter five problems. Then in third part we will discuss about the various policies and acts by our Indian government, and in fourth part we will see the recent updates and recent reports on environment. Okay, so you all know that we have started this free initiative on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed our Telegram channel yet or YouTube channel yet, do follow it, subscribe and share with your friends so that you will get updated time to time. Okay, so let's start. So before starting anything, it is very necessary to know what is environmental problem. Okay, let me turn on the pointer first. Okay, so we'll read this paragraph first, and we'll discuss what is environmental problem. Okay, the environmental issue can be defined as a harmful effects of human activities on the Earth's environment. Environmental issues include many types of human activities which cause pollution, waste disposal, climate change, global warming, greenhouse effect, etc. So we have clearly understood that environment problem does not arise on its own. We the humans are the creators of this problem. Okay, so that is the short meaning of this paragraph. Okay, so I picked this picture from the internet. It is clearly we have clearly seen that when someone goes and dive in 1950 to study the flora and fauna from the bottom of the sea, he must be having this good scenario. But in 2020, if someone is diving at the bottom of the sea, he must be taking flower. Okay, that time he was taking a camera, but now he must be taking flower because why this flora and fauna is turned into funnel. Okay, it seems funny, but it is very a serious problem for us. Okay, so and it clearly shows that how we degraded the whole planet. Hmm? Let's move forward. The first problem is nothing but global warming. Hmm? How global warming is affecting our earth and how it is affecting on environment. Let's see. The last time carbon dioxide level on our planet was aware as high as today was more than 4 million years ago. Increased emissions of greenhouse gases have led to a rapid and steady increase in global temperatures, which in turn is causing a catastrophic events all over the world. So, what we understood here that today's temperature was last time we have observed 4 million years ago. Okay, and this temperature is day by day is increasing. And what is the reason behind it? Nothing but greenhouse gases. Okay, and which is causing catastrophic events all over the world. Hmm? Then second one is the climate crisis is causing tropical storms and other weather events such as hurricanes, heat waves and flooding to be more intense and frequent than seen before. However, even if all greenhouse gas emissions were halted immediately, global temperatures would continue to rise in the coming years. What we are getting from this because of this uncertain temperature and this effect of greenhouse gases, the ice caps are melting. There are difficulties in ozone. Just because of these concerns, there we are facing the several events such as hurricanes, heat waves. Like see, we have seen in 2020 or 2000 and 2021 several storms faced our coastal regions and affected lots of our coastal areas, and also affected lots of areas in Asian cities. Why this is happening? This is because of greenhouse gases effect. Okay, so and also our so many citizens are injured from this. So many citizens died from this. So these all issues we are facing just because of this greenhouse gases, and uncertainty of this nature. So the third one is that is why it is absolutely imperative that we start now to drastically reduce greenhouse gas emissions, invest in renewable energy sources because they are natural and produce time to time by its own, and phase our fossil fuels as fast as possible. The second one is poor governance. Now you must be wondering how governance is affecting our environment degradation. So let's discuss about it. Okay. So economists and environmentalists have urged policymakers for years to increase the price of activities that emits greenhouse gases, the lack of which constitutes the largest market failure. For example, through carbon taxes, which will stimulate innovation to a low carbon technology. Let's understand the carbon taxes first. Okay, if this is a foreign investor and this is a India, and if he is investing here, okay, because in 1991 we have adopted LPG liberalization, privatization, and globalization pattern, and that allowed that opened so many doors for foreign investors to invest in India. Okay, so suppose if this foreign investor is investing here, okay, so he must be causing damage to this some of this land. Okay, so before investing this, he must have pay some tax to the government in advance to restore the degradation of this area later. Hmm? So that is nothing but carbon tax. Okay. So they have said that economists and environmentalists have urged policymakers for years to increase the price of activities that emit greenhouse gases because that was a need for us. Okay, accepting globalization is a need for an hour in 1991, and we are seeing the various effects of that LPG now. Okay, so let me clear this and we'll move forward. The second one is to cut emissions quickly and effectively, though. Government must not only massively increase funding for a green innovation to bring down the cost of low carbon energy sources, but they also need to adopt a range of other policies that address each of other market failures. So you know that in this current year's G20, India is presiding this G20, and the theme is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Okay, and we are constantly discussing about how environmental is degrading and what measures we must take care of. Okay, so and also you know that by 2070 we have targeted a zero carbon extraction from for India. Okay, so that are the policies we are adopting for this environment to stop this environmental degradation. Okay, so how poor governance affect on this environmental degradation we have seen. Let's move forward. The third one is biodiversity loss. Okay, so how biodiversity lost from 1950 or from since ancient ages till now. Let's see. The last 50 years have seen a rapid growth of human consumption, population, global trade, and urbanization, resulting in humanity using more of Earth's resources than it can replenish naturally. Means it takes a lot time to produce this. I mean resources. Okay, but we human just because of increasing population growth, global trade, urbanization, we tend to consume more than it's produced, more than it produced by its own. Okay, so that is affecting loss of biodiversity. That is what I want to say here. The second one is a recent study found that the population sizes of mammals, fish, birds, reptiles, and amphibians have experienced a decline of an average of 68% between 1970 to 2020. Okay, in these 50 years, it is the rate of their production has declined to 68%. The third one is More than 500 species of land animals are on the brink of extinction, okay, and are likely to be lost within 20 years. The same number were lost over the whole of the last century. Oh my god, how uh, horrible this is. 500 species are on the brink of extinction within the upcoming 20 years. Uh, Rather than we have faced a low rate in the last century, we have seen the high rate in this up. We will see the high rates in this upcoming 20 years. Okay, so what is the fourth point? The scientists say that without the human destruction of nature, the rate of loss would have taken 1,000 years. Okay, if we haven't interrupted this nature, this would have taken thousand of years rather than just 20 years. That is what uh, I want to say here. Okay, so let's move forward. The next is plastic pollution. Hmm. How plastic pollution is affecting our earth, no need to say, but we'll discuss. In 1950, the world produced more than 2 million tons of plastic per year. By 2015, this annual production swelled to 419 million tons, and excavating plastic waste in an environment from which over 14 million tons plastic make its way towards the ocean every year. Okay, every year 14 million plastic is going to this ocean, and how it is affecting environment, that sea mammals, sea animals are eating them, and it is affecting their reproduction system, and that is ultimately affecting the uh, biodiversity. Hmm. Second one is, considering that the plastic takes 400 years to decompose, it will be many generations until cease to exist. Okay, plastic generally took 400 to decompose, but uh, the plastic we are producing don't know how it is going to degrade completely. Okay, there is no telling what is irreversible effect of plastic pollution will have on the environment in the long run. Okay, it is a very there is a very harmful effect of plastic in a long run. That's why our government or Maharashtra government is saying plastic free city, plastic free Maharashtra. They are fining those who are using plastics 5,000 rupees. But these all things are on a paper. No one actually follows it. That is a very bad luck of us. But let's change this. We'll start by ourselves. Okay, so that is it for today. We have learned, we have seen the five problems, environmental problems facing the whole world, and in next session we will see the later five problems. Okay, so till then, keep studying and keep learning. Thank you so much.